I'm sure you guys have heard about all this cross-platform play, and there's a lot of different consoles and just platforms getting in on this. We have Xbox being able to play with PC and Switch, which is absolutely amazing, but there was a new player added in finally, and of course that was PlayStation. No, of course it wasn't PlayStation, it was mobile. Mobile players are now going to be able to play with Xbox, PC, and Switch, and that's absolutely great, but oh my gosh, this is also dumb at the same time. Who would have thought that PC players were going to be able to play against mobile players before Xbox players were going to play with PlayStation players? What even is that? I just don't know. Why would you do this? And of course, this is all PlayStation's fault. They're the ones backing out of this and refuse to work with Xbox because of something that happened in the past. And they don't care how much this will help their actual player base. They just don't care because they asked for this in the past. They were all saying, oh, Xbox, you're the #1 console right now. And this of course is during the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era. And they were there begging to have cross-platform play. And then Xbox kept saying no. And I do hate Xbox for doing that in the past. But once you get a chance, you would think, oh yeah, let's jump on this. But no, you decide, oh no, look, we're the best selling console now. I don't care about you, Xbox. And it's not only Xbox are screwing over, because I can maybe, just maybe understand if that was the case, but they refuse to work with PC, Switch, or mobile. And what is, I don't understand why that is a thing, and I just hate PlayStation right now for doing that. Now, don't get me wrong, I love PlayStation, I own a PlayStation, it's my main console, but right now, they just annoy me so much with this cross-platform play that they are just not allowing. And what gets me even better is that they used to claim that it was just too difficult to do, it was a technical issue or something like that. And then Rocket League comes around and says, oh, look at this, I got a switch over here that turns it on and off, just showing how easy it is to do. And they went and said, oh well, we have to come up with a new excuse. And so you know what they came with, their best excuse they can come up with? It was the children. And I know this is older news, but just for the people who haven't heard this and how stupid this is, I just want to read it off again. So this is what they said. They said, exposing what in many cases are children to external influences we have no ability to manage or look over. Okay, yeah. Okay, I have two really big problems with this and a ton of minor ones that I'm not going to mention, but just the two main ones. First off is, you're the one worried about your children player base? No, that's Nintendo, and they already jumped on this. They're already set off. They're playing with Xbox, PC, and the mobile. But no, PlayStation is the one who cares about their children, and this is what makes it even worse. Because okay, well, if you care about your children so much, let's see what you've actually done to protect your children from all this influence that already exists inside PSN. And I looked it up, and I could not find a single shred of anything that suggests PlayStation is trying to protect his children on PSN. Nowhere. And honestly, what could they do in the first place? That's right, nothing, and it won't make a difference if they are doing that on Xbox or whatever. Maybe you can't send a report or something like that to a player, I don't know, but even if that's the case, does it really matter? Like, you're just sending a report. Plus, a lot of those work through the game itself. Like, if you're doing it in Call of Duty, you're banning their Call of Duty account or reporting their Call of Duty account, not their Xbox or PlayStation account. And I know there's some other situations that can only be done through Xbox or PlayStation, but still, for the most part, you're banning people through games. And I just don't understand how they even think that this would trick anybody, that it's a good excuse. The children, they're trying to protect the children, man. We can't let those children be influenced by those evil Nintendo, the disgusting people, those people over there, Nintendo, disgust me. They're so disgusting. They're the worst type of people. That toxicity over there on Nintendo cannot be allowed on PlayStation. I hate that if that would happen. I just don't understand. Maybe it would, I would get it, even though I would still hate them if they did this, but maybe if they did actually go and start adding Nintendo and PlayStation crossplay and mobile and PlayStation crossplay, they shouldn't have an issue with them, should they? They don't, but for some reason they don't. It's mainly because they can't say, oh, what? So why are you not doing this with Xbox, even though Xbox is more open to it? That's really the reason why, because then they'll ask, why don't you do it with Xbox? And oh my gosh, I know, I get why they don't want to do it, just because Xbox didn't want to do it when they were on top, and now that we're on top, we can't fold down to Xbox now that they're under us. Like, I hate that so very much. And I just had to make this little rant video, and the main reason I want to make this is just to have more people talk about this, because honestly I'm surprised that not that many people are complaining about this. This is ridiculous that we know how close cross-platform play is, and Sony is the only one sticking out. Like before, it was everybody that was just sticking out. We just didn't have a chance. Like PlayStation were the only ones who really wanted to do it. Nintendo didn't want to do it. Xbox didn't want to do it. Mobile wasn't really a thing, and all we had was a PlayStation trying to do it. But look how the tides have changed. Now PlayStation is the only one not willing to do it, which I can understand annoys them. I do understand, but why would you do the same thing that annoyed you so much in the past? Why would you do the same thing that you hated in the past? I don't understand that. It just annoys me so much, and I'm not happy with PlayStation right now. But regardless, they still make a great console. I still love PS4 and all that stuff, but this subject right here has just been so dumb, and you won't understand. Well, I guess you would understand though, but you wouldn't know how many times I would actually try to play with somebody on Xbox, especially my past experience when everybody was on Xbox 360 and I was on PS3. It was such a pain because everyone I knew had Xbox 360 and I was only with PlayStation 3, so I couldn't play with anybody I knew. It was so dumb because I was ending up just playing by myself while everybody else was playing together, and I was just there like an idiot. And this is exactly what's happening now, again, all over, except instead of Xbox, well, instead of PlayStation, it's the Xbox who's been left out. And I just think that's absolutely ridiculous and should no longer be a thing, especially how much that we've progressed through this system. And even in the past, it was more difficult because, again, the more less people will actually want to do it. But anyways, this is actually too much. That's not really relevant to this, but regardless, I just want to get the subject out here, more people just to talk about this, because right now it's ridiculous. More people should be complaining and trying to demand this out of Sony, because we know that there's no technical issue. We know it's not because they care about some children gamers. That's obviously not it. Holy crap, that's an awful excuse. But regardless, I'm just going to end the video here before I get even more angry and start ranting about something else. But if you guys are actually interested in this and actually want PlayStation to do something, go ahead and do something yourself. Like, I don't know, get people on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, I don't know, just use something else, complain to Sony, and make them actually do this, because right now it's ridiculous. But anyways, I'm going to go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, but yeah, I'm going to go, and laters.